Hello, mic test, mic test. Hello, mic test, mic test. Hello, mic test, mic. Okay, we're having issues again. 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 What if I do that? Hello, Blue Gems. I'm having a looping problem again. Okay, it's not looping now, and then if I turn this back on... Okay, it's not looping now, and then if I turn this back on... Okay, it's not looping now, and then if I turn this... Okay, I can't have desktop audio on for some weird reason. It worked last time when I turned it back on. That's weird. I just opened my clicker to start getting ready for releasing the update today. Shouldn't take long. What, the one you've already released? Oh, I need to view that. Man, I'm beat. Work sucked today. I'm not sure how long I'll be streaming for, because I already feel kind of tired. But I'll see. I do want to draw, at least for a little bit. Yeah, the one that's already out added 200 new hair colors, in-game auto clicker, so you don't need an external one, and also quests and new skill notes. 200 new hair colors. That... Is that something like you can add quickly? Because that's a lot. Like, is it something you can just port in, or...? I just realized when I'm not zoomed in on these, they're really dark. That first one's on sketch base, isn't it? Yeah. Hair colors used to be an absolute pain, but I realized Code can just change the color for me. Also, it's like an auto-generative code that generates the hair colors for you, and then you just port them all in. I think. I might have understood that wrong. Yeah, I only need to export one in Krita, and it changes the hue however I want it. Oh damn, that is a very nice, quick thing then. It adds like so much customization with like so little work. That's like, I imagine you probably felt pretty good about that once you figured it out. Although I found it out late and already spent hours and hours exploring colors in Korea Lima. I mean, even if you found it late, you probably still did it quite a bit faster. Same with everything XD Beam. Figuring them out after spending hours and hours, and sometimes days the hard way. I mean, you are still fairly new to creating games though, right? Like, it just comes with the territory. Code is one of those weird things as well, like, where you can learn a lot of it and you'll still find new things all the time. Just because of, like, having to, like, bug fix stuff. Or, like, realizing you can do something after you've already done something. I don't really understand code at all, though, if I'm being honest. Like, could probably learn it if I wanted to, but that's a lot of work. And considering that I'm not actually 100% sure on whether I want to make a game or not, I don't know. I feel like I'd go way too ambitious if I even tried. Which is probably not a good idea for a first project. Also no need to do a super long stream if you're tired. Showing up is hard enough at times. Yeah, I mean, like, I do show up because I want to stream, but, like, on some days, like, I want to stream, but, like, I'm just too tired or in too much pain. And today is one of those days where I'm in a lot of pain. Although it is entirely my fault. Yeah, I don't really work my legs out at all. And because my job I have to stand up literally all day, I get like 45 minutes of sitting down after I leave home, so I'm standing up for like 9 hours. I struggled to do that for so long. So my, like, calves start seizing up at the end of the day. My thighs literally burn all the way down across most of my muscles, and my feet, like, feel like they're on fire. But if I did work out, then I probably wouldn't have those issues. Yeah. That is my fault, but also, I'm kind of busy, and I'm behind on what I want to be working on. So the chances of me working out, like, anytime soon are very low. I'm like half a month behind on, like, work that I gotta do, because things keep getting in the way. This I need to be slimmed down and curved a little bit. That's better. Usually that pain takes me like 3 days or more to recover from, to be fair. That's pretty rough. Like, if it's taking that long, you might have some underlying issues already. For me, it usually takes until when I go to sleep, but I haven't been to sleep yet. I kind of wish I had, but I can't really say that now. Because, how do I redo that? I want my eye back. Give it. Undo the undo. No, that just redo. Redo. Okay, grayed out for one eye. Too big. 2.8 to one way. Too small. Too small. Oh, I'll take that. It's not great, but I'll take it. Yeah, this one looks better. No, I definitely have health problems though. I do need to check my blood and vit levels. Yeah. It could just be a workout issue and like where your legs are even worse than mine, but yeah, I don't. It just makes it annoying to go to work because it's like not only do I get bad pay, like for what I do, because I'm one of those people who like try hard to work. I hate working, but I'm of the opinion of if I'm going to go there, I'm going to try hard. So it turns out that I I go around saying to all the managers that I don't want to be there and go home, but I actually have probably one of the best work ethics there because like I wanna like at least carry myself in a prideful way while I'm working, which is probably well no, is very contradictory, but it's kind of funny how it works out. I wish I could be like that, although yeah, it sucks on your body. Yeah, usually it's normally fine. Like there's very few days where I actually go in and it starts early. Normally it starts like taking effect after like hour 6. So like it is manageable, but today it started like way earlier than normal. So it's just like great. And plus my ear was ringing a ton as well, so it was just both of those combined was just making it really hard to concentrate. And then I just kind of got fed up and was like, yeah, I need to get out of here. Mm. But yeah, like normally I have this thing as well where if I'm in like major pain, I just immediately go to sleep and sleep it off. And which almost always works. So now whenever I get like in a lot of pain at work, it's kind of backfired because I just constantly feel like extremely sleepy as soon as the pain gets like to an annoying level. And I'm like, damn it, I need to stay awake for like another 3 hours and go home. Big fatigues. Yeah. It's all about the fatigue. The only good thing about work is the breaks. I can just draw during it. We'll bring that up slightly. And then... No, I'm curling it back down again. What do I want to do with the sides? I don't quite understand. I don't want it to be, like, super wavy. Yeah, the hair kind of look... I've been practicing, hair, for the last few days. I kind of wanted to show it, but I don't have it on my computer. I've been drawing, like, physically, like, and doing lots of, hair. £72 for a rock. Is it like a crystal rock? Did you buy it at like an emporium? Maybe I'll tuck it behind the ear. That could look decent. You know what, that looks pretty decent by itself, actually. I don't think I'll put anything beneath the ears. I usually suck at drawing, guy hair. Like, I literally never draw it. I probably should, because the majority of my, original characters are males. But I just can't settle on their designs. I find them a lot harder to draw than female characters because the lines are sharper, and I prefer drawing like more curved shapes, which tends to work better for female characters as their faces are a lot more circular and less sharp, as well as their hairstyles. Okay, I think I'll leave it at that before I ruin it. I just need to get an eye in here. Okay, one of those is too small. There we go. And just ears. I need to get better at drawing ears. I like knew how at one point, but then I just like stopped drawing them. Because I was doing a ton of hairstyles that overlap the ears. So I was just like, I don't need to draw them, so I'm just not going to draw them. Right. Instagram. Damn, that is a nice rock. It's like so reflective as well. Have they like put it in like a layer of resin or something? It is really nice, and the blue on it as well looks really cool. I can see why it's so expensive. Nah, Labradorite is just that cool. Is it in your game? Maybe it's a rock or a mineral you should put in there. Or are they more geared towards like metal minerals? The wax like polished is just what it looks like when it's tumbled. I need it in my game. You should get it. You should get it. And then you should add a whole bunch more that look really cool. I mean, you have a ton already, but there's clearly more you need to add. Oh wait, this is the wrong layer for sketching the head. And then switch back to pencil. Hello, Kyrova. Sorry if I've mispronounced your name. You doing alright? I have a palmstone that was 14 and shines like mad too. Palmstone? Are they like the white ones? The really shiny white ones? Or am I thinking of the wrong type of stone? That's not as bad a price though, if it looks anywhere near as good as that first one you showed me. I always forget, I don't need to erase it if it's too small. I need to get more used to using the tools on Clip Studio. Palm stones are just the shape of it. Basically, a oval that fits in your hand. Ah, okay. I'm probably gonna need to drink quite a lot this stream. I'm guessing I'm fairly dehydrated, considering I haven't drunk in like 8 hours? Maybe more. I'm bad with not drinking on days when I go to work. I really should be more careful. I sent you more, those are the last, I swear. Dehydration across the nation. Also, you didn't drink for 8 hours, that's actually kind of insane. When I went to secondary school, I literally didn't drink all day every day. I'd have a drink in the morning at 7, and then I wouldn't drink again until I got home at like 4. And I'd do that every single day. I like hate it. Back then I really hated eating and drinking in front of people for some reason. I don't know exactly why, but I mean I still don't. But having to eat in front of people in the crew room at work has kind of like numbed me to it slightly. Okay. They're like way more reflective than I thought they'd be. Like they have like a really cool is it like monochrome reflection on the edge? Again, I should probably increase the size of this. There we go, I prefer that. That's me with food, basically. I'm really good at hydration. Food's like the one you don't want to do it with, because like it's more long term, I feel like, if you're doing it wrong. Which I'm probably gonna start feeling in a couple of years if I don't correct it. And you probably will too, if not already. With Labradorite, it's extremely hard to catch those shinies. That shine is unique to those minerals. It's called Labradorescence. What, the monochrome reflection? Yeah, it's kind of like a Pokemon card lore. That's a very good way of describing it. Also, even without the shine, it looks super cool anyways. This was my biggest, physical purchase ever. That's kind of surprising. Do you not normally, like, not, spend money, like, in real life? When you spend it in real life, but like, do you not really carry money with you in person? Do you, like, do your shopping online and stuff? I usually buy online with food shops. It's never gone above 45. Damn, you're like barely getting anything. I feel like if I want to eat a decent meal, I have to pay out like at least like £8 maybe, like £7 or £8, like for a good balanced meal. But the thing is, if I'm doing that, I usually have enough for like 5 meals. So it does balance out somewhat if you portion it well. If you're like greedy with portion sizes, then I guess you're gonna lose like quite a lot of money, but I think the eyes could probably be increased in size and maybe moved closer together. I'll see how they look. And maybe lowered. Actually, that looks better. Plus, I rarely buy shoes or clothes. I literally never buy shoes or clothes. I wait until my only pair of shoes, like, physically has to be replaced, or I'm gonna start getting, like, shoes and glass go in my foot, and then I'm like, okay, I'm replacing it now. And then clothes, I have, like, the same, like, 4 or 5 sets. I'm very, very particular about, clothing because I don't find many types of clothes comfortable. And I'm even more particular about coats. I mean, I'd rather not be, but I just can't find comfortable clothing. Like, especially like jeans and stuff. I don't understand how people find them comfortable because it just feels so tight on the back of your legs and it just rubs them. I'm like, how do people find this comfortable? Not like dissing their tastes or anything though. Like I might just have like a reaction maybe that I don't know about. Not that I get it checked out though. Yeah, I've had like the same coat for like 4 to 5 years and really needed a new one, but they're all like poop. They're all poop. Also, I love jeans. They might, although I suppose it does depend. Mine don't rub me like that. It might have been because I was wearing like tighter ones, but then again, it doesn't really explain how you get that much rubbing. Like, I take them off after like an hour, and like the backs of my knees and the top part of my calf would be like red. Not like to the point where the skin was damaged, but like where it kind of burned. And then it'd fade after like a couple of hours. It's kind of funny that I can get the pupils like roughly the same size almost every time, but I can't get the highlights the same size. Maybe it's just an issue I have with drawing like circles. I wonder if it's a reaction to the material or if it's to do with the sizing. I have skinny jeans and it doesn't rub me like that. They were the types of jeans I was wearing. I reckon it's just like my skin doesn't like the material. I mean, it's not like a huge loss or anything. Not wearing them. Like, I didn't find them that comfortable anyway. I have ripped jeans where one of them might as well be shorts because of how big the rip is on the knee. What, as in, like, they've ripped over time, or as in, like, you've purposely, like, gone for the ripped jeans style? that's another thing I don't get either. It's like when like a piece of clothing gets a hole in it, but like the hole's not like super obvious. It's like everyone's like, "Oh, you need to replace that," and it's like, yeah, but people wear jeans that are practically falling apart, and it's like, what? Isn't that the same thing? But somehow it's acceptable. It was a style one, but I don't know if it was that big. I mean, I saw quite a few people wearing ripped jeans back in the college days, so it might have been like a trend. People joke with my ripped jeans all the time because it's such a big rip, but I don't mind it. Yeah. I can understand it. It's just when people say like to me that I have to throw away like a shirt because there's a tiny hole in it, or like a coat. Like it just feels kind of like annoying because it's like, yeah, but like these people wear jeans with like where the whole thing is like it's supposed to have holes in it. I just don't like parting with clothes I like. I think is big the main issue. Depends where the hole is. Usually it's on like the side of the shirt. Like it's like not bigger than finger size either. I did get a hole on my coat around the waist, slightly to the left. I don't think it looked that bad though, because I like kind of taped the inside of it so it like closed the hole, and you could only really see the line of it if you're up close, but I don't know. Uh, I really need to study more. I want to do like character designs and stuff on stream, but I just don't have the ability to do that yet. It's like that piece I showed before with the girl wearing the armor with the halberd. That was like one of those crazy pieces that I don't even know how I even managed to do. Like that was quite a way above my skill level. I think the only reason I was able to do like that good was because I was like desperately trying to take part in a challenge. And I was like, I put so much work into this, I'm not like giving up now. And then it was just like, okay, this one time you've got this, and then I didn't get it after. I didn't get it ever again. I mean, I think I am improving, but I want to be able to draw clothes and armor and stuff that's good. Right, I do so much fan art and not enough original art. Yeah. I think the entire thing is just drawing more and like actually studying like how to do things. Like, cause drawing from reference is all well and good, but if you don't understand how to do it, you're just not gonna improve. Which is a big problem. So I need to like stop messing around and actually study. I've been like I've genuinely been wanting to study torsos since like last week. I watched the videos in the course and did some practice for it. And then as soon as it got to like color coding like all of the muscles and that, I was like, well, I don't have any colored pencils, so I'm just gonna wait until I get colored pencils. It took me 3 days to get them, and I still haven't done it, and this was like 4 days ago since I got those pencils. Mostly because I wanted to draw heads, but while I'm not insane at drawing heads, I'm a lot better than anything else. So I should probably study torsos. And then that might actually give me more motivation to draw more heads, because then I can draw characters. If you get what I mean. But it's all a big roundabout circle. Next week, torso week. If I feel comfortable drawing them on stream. Right now, I wouldn't say I'm very good at them at all, but all depends. Like, I don't want to accidentally, like, get, like strikes against my channel or anything, because I'll most probably end up drawing, like, female torsos, because, like, I draw more female characters. I will probably, like, try and do some male ones, but you don't really get, strikes against those. So I just need to be careful of how I'm drawing it, I think. Or maybe it won't be an issue at all and I'm worrying too much. Which normally tends to be the case, but nothing wrong with a bit of caution. Right, this side can come lower a bit, I think. Okay, and then maybe we'll put some things behind her ear and have a mini braid. I'm not sure if you get strikes for artist nudity, if it's for art purposes, although I'm gonna look into it given I will probably live stream art at some point. Yeah, it's something I'm probably gonna have to look into as well before I actually stream it. I mean, I've definitely seen artist streams on YouTube where, like, it is provocative, which isn't gonna be my aim. But, like, if they can draw that, like, as long as I, like, do a clean way of studying it without making it, like, too explicit, then it should be fine. But for that, I'm gonna have to figure out a way of drawing torsos first. And I also need to do it evenly, so I'm not being biased towards a certain gender, because I really need to learn how to draw male characters. Otherwise, I'm never gonna bring my story to life. Man, the doggo's knocked out already. He must have been really tired. Man, this is a grind though. Like, I recently started doing a 1,000 heads challenge to try and rapidly improve my head drawing, which is also partly why I managed to get some clean looking hair today. At least on the first one. The second one was kind of messy because I was trying to work out a new design. Yeah, 1,000. I want to improve quick. I will probably still be studying other stuff in that time, but the goal of this is I wanted to do it because I kept like drawing the same hairstyles or like styling the fringe center in like the same way over and over and like reusing the same eyes, and I was like, I kind of want to learn how to do different ones, so I'm like trying to build my visual library. So every time I want to draw a new eye, I don't have to look, and I can just do it out of my head by learning new designs. I don't think it's actually like that many though. Well, I reckon if I wanted to, I could pretty easily do like 20 a day. Like, yeah, I'd say I could probably pretty easily do 20 a day. That's like 2.5 hours maybe. 2.5 to 3 hours, and then I could do studying on top of that. This head shape I do not like. I don't know where I'm going wrong with it, or maybe I'm just thinking it's wrong and it's not. I just can't get the curve right for the eye, and that might be throwing me off. I'll try that for now. Oh no, wait, needs to come down more. That's fair. Also, you got a few new subs I noticed. I need to catch up and make rock streams where I just turn the rock for an hour. That'd be really funny, actually. Like rock ASMR. I did. Oh yeah, and also I did have 52, but I'm pretty sure I lost one. during the stream today. I feel like it's pretty common with streams, so like you get a bunch of new subs and then you probably only keep about half of those. No, it's understandable. It's like you get into a stream and you're like, oh, this person's like cool, they're nice, and they're speaking to people, and it's like, yeah, but they have like no like subs. Maybe it's not worth subscribing to them yet, and then they leave like during the next stream or in a couple of days when they remember, which is fair enough. But it does hinder my growth a bit. And the videos aren't really going too well either. I'm struggling with thumbnails. I've never been good at them. I probably need to watch a guide on how to make them more eye-catching, because right now it's just not working. Yeah, the views seem very up and down. Yeah, my first Vintage Story video on the new series did really, really well. I got like 950 views, which is in pretty like huge for my channel, and like close to 600 watch hours in 3 months, although most of that was in the first 2 months. I don't know. I feel like I'm not really sure. I think it is the thumbnail, but like there's probably a way of doing it. I normally try to like take screenshots in game and then put them together, and then I usually use AI like to improve it, like the built-in AI for one of the plugins I have, but that's probably not the best way to go about it. I did want to draw my thumbnails, but I'm not like exactly at a point where I can do that yet. I only have one piece I could really use as a thumbnail, and that only really work for drawing streams. Anything else in it just wouldn't make sense. So I'm just gonna have to wait till I'm at a point in the game where like I have a lot of really nice builds. Which is probably like 100 days off. Yeah, drawing them would also take long. Yeah, it'd be like minimum of like 3 hours. Like for a decent like sketch fine line piece, and then if I want to color it, it'd take way longer. I'm very slow with coloring. Okay, I actually kind of like this head now. I just got not messed the mouth up. Maybe if I do that, and then color it. Yeah, that works. I'm gonna like open it actually. Open. These like colored heads took like 3 hours to do, I think, which is quite a long time. I'm very slow with coloring. And then if I can find it, I don't know where I saved it exactly. It might be under this. No, not that one. Although the armor design for that was pretty decent. Uh, I can't find it. I'm really struggling to find it now. I'll go into the main menu and open it from there. Maybe it's on that. Where is it? For some reason it's not on here. I've showed it before though. I'm hoping I didn't delete it. Hang on. Well, I found it, just not as a full image. Oh, that's not the finished thing. I'll just drag it in so you can get this in as well, so you can get the general idea. It's like... Oh. Yeah, this took me like hours and hours to do. Like, this is all like red though, like in the finished thing. And so is this. I don't actually have the finished thing for some reason. I'm gonna have to try and find it at some point. Paint bucket. I did, but I found that it'd leave like this really thin line, like all around the outer part of where you do it in. So I kind of stopped using it and started using the lasso tool instead. But that was like more recently. Before that I was literally just painting it all in. And I hated my life while I was doing it. I'm pretty sure that was one of those pieces, because it's like one of the oldest colored pieces I've done. I didn't really understand color, like, and how to like shade and stuff. You need to increase the grow of the bucket tool. Okay, I'll try that next time I use color. Hopefully it will fix it, because that definitely make things way easier. When you press bucket, it should have settings somewhere. It does on Critter at least. If it does on Critter, it probably should on Clip Studio. I'm not sure whether I want to turn this into another girl or a guy. I kind of want to do like a really like detailed girl hairstyle, but actually, you know what? I think I will. Just need to make these eyelashes a bit more flamboyant, maybe, to start. Hello, the strange Blabber. I'm sorry if I butchered your name as well. I think as like people stick around, I'm probably gonna like shorten their names into what's easier to say if I may be so bold. I'm not allowed. I mean, I can see some people not liking it, but some names are like very awkward to say. Or just bad to say. Alright, how do I want to do this? Imagine you charge £1 per ankle. That would be so extortionate. I don't even know how I'd live with myself. Seems reasonable given the economy. The economy is so self-inflicted, and like the people that are responsible for it are so stuck in their ways that it's never gonna change, and like no one good will ever replace them. So I don't really know. Like if there's a way out. Like we're kind of just screwed. I will replace them. My game's gonna make me rich, I hope. The only way you're gonna replace them is getting in the government, and I wouldn't recommend that for anybody. It does not seem like a very nice place to work or be involved with, considering like how bad things have been for the last 10 plus years. I'm getting a little bit better at doing like sharper, well not sharper, but like very close together thin lines on tablet. I kind of didn't enjoy drawing on tablet as much because I couldn't like mirror the effect as well as I can in uh like on physical paper. Opinions on rabbits. I think they're pretty good. I used to have a pet rabbit. They're very chill creatures. Are you the person from the last stream who asked opinions on capybaras and then didn't say anything else? Also, very cool animals, by the way. In fact, it's kind of scary how chill they are. Oh, that wasn't you. The question was practically worded exactly the same, so I felt like it was. Unless you're fibbing with me. How do I want to do that? Maybe that? No. No. I'll do that. I'm using Clip Studio Paint. I have the... I don't know what version it is, but it's one of the paid ones that's not subscription based. I got it a really long time ago. I'm pretty sure they've released a new paid version since, but I probably won't get that because this one has everything I need. then like that. I'd say that's a pretty decent fringe. At least, considering my skill level. Now I just need to figure out what I want to do for the rest of the hair. Also, not having a neck is kind of throwing me off, so I'm gonna throw one of those in. Alright, I think I'm just gonna randomly draw and see if it comes together or not. I do want the hair to be a little more poofy on the outside, so I'm gonna add some layered parts that go back. And then maybe if I can get a decent looking outer part, it will give me some clue. That's way too far. That's also kind of far. I'm not used to doing like slight 3/4. I need to practice these. Okay. We'll do that, and then we'll bring this in, and maybe give it a slight curl towards the outside. And then that means that this side would actually come in and maybe have a similar curl? Maybe, I'm not sure. I think this might be, my last one for today. I'm kinda tired. I did say I probably wouldn't be around for too long, and I think that is gonna be the case. She wants you to give her snacks? Yeah, I'm probably gonna get up really early though. I've got a lot of stuff to do. Man, I wouldn't be so rushed if I didn't have to go back to work the day after tomorrow, but I do. I kind of want to drop the shift, but it's not the best idea. What tablet am I don't remember. I think I have the box somewhere. I can't immediately see it. I'm using an XP Pen Pro something. It's like around £300. So it's not like super expensive. It's definitely an affordable tablet, but it's not like an insane one. To be fair though, you can get pretty good effects with basically all tablets. Even the small like £20 ones that don't have a screen are pretty good. I used to have one which I played Osu on originally, and then I started using it for art. My responsibilities are on Thursday and Friday, yay. We shall get through as much as it sucks, and why isn't it a £1 million tablet? Man, if there was a £1 million tablet, like, I'd expect, like, an absolute ton of stuff from it. And I'd expect it to be really big as well. I'm using a Huion, but I've heard XP pens are pretty good. What type of like Huion, is it like mid-range or like high range? Or also, I've heard very, very, very good things about Huion. Like one of the streamers I watch who I'm learning art from got sponsored by Huion, which was pretty cool. And they love the tablets. They've tried like 3 of them, I think, and they like pretty much all of them. Mid-range. The screen isn't very big, but it's lasted me since I was like 11. Oh damn, that's pretty good then. It's always nice when they last a long time, because they are like pretty expensive. I mean, it's kind of insane that I say £300 isn't a lot to spend on a tablet, but like, if you are spending that kind of money, you do want it to last for at least a couple of years. I'm done with that one. I lied, I'll do one more. Yo, bro, can you draw Efley cyclohexane, please? Who and what is that? Tablets do have good lifetimes. They do. I mean, if it conforms with what I'm drawing, maybe. But I don't want to like make a habit of taking requests, because this is supposed to just be about like practicing. As I'm not very good. Okay, I got the structure down better this time. Hold up, did you just say not very good, bro? That's like lying to my face, bro. What? I don't think I'm that good. Like, I haven't been drawing for like long, but I mean, I'd say the progress I've made in the hours I've spent drawing is probably decent, but I don't think I'm good at drawing, like, compared to what I want to be. Like, the only thing I can draw consistently is heads, which is not ideal. But like, I've drawn like 200, 300 of these by this point. It's an organic chemical, basically a cyclohexane ring with an ethanol group attached. With the formula, it's a colorless flammable. Okay. I cannot draw that, because it's basically impossible to draw. Unless I'm drawing a jar with it in. I thought it was like some like robot character. Like going off the name, but that definitely makes sense. Uh Hello Animations. How are you doing? Man, I love the eyes where it like like is an S curve and curves back up, but they're just so hard to get consistent. And like similar sized. Face maxing. Pretty much. I gotta like smash out like thousands of these in the next few months. As well as whatever else I can. I'm kind of too zoomed in again. If I... Sorry, hang on. Sorry, random jump scare. Man, there's this cat, like, that comes through at the exact same time every single day, and it just walks along the roof of, the outhouse and sets the dog off every time. I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry. He is like sitting like within like 2 feet of the mic as well, so he's probably very loud. Mother settled for wanting prawn cocktail walkers. That is a very big jump. From chocolate to excuse me saying mid-tier crisps. Also, I'm drawing it with the wrong layer. No wonder I'm struggling. I need to change my 10 to something I'm better at sketching at. I'm still sketching with the pencil, oh my god. Pen. You didn't have any chocolate. Because she's eating it all. Man, I could really go for chocolate, actually. I don't have any snacks. I'm really bad with them, though. Like, I definitely should not be allowed snacks, ever. What chocolate are we talking about? I like double deckers. I think my favorite chocolate is probably either Maltesers or Revels. Do you like Mr. Kipling's Angel Slices? I did like them back in the day, but I haven't had them in like probably like 10 years. Like, not because I don't want them, like, I definitely eat them. It's just I always forget they exist. Oh, really? I felt like Revels were like a fairly common one to like. Oh, I do like crispy M&Ms though. Those are also very, very good. I mostly like the Revels for the Malteser ones you get in there, and also the coffee ones. Those are also very nice. Yeah, there's a lot of good chocolates. They're just so expensive now. It's like 175 or something to get them, which is not right. It's very despicable. The coffee ones, those are my least favorite thing ever in existence. I definitely think it's an acquired taste. Although, that being said, I don't drink coffee. And I'm not even interested in drinking it. It's £1.90 for a bar at my corner shop. It used to be 99p. Are they like just the normal bars? Like, because the bags are like 175, I think, which is mostly what I get chocolate from. There are quite a lot of good bars though. Caramel Cookie Crumble is not Caramel Cookie Crumble. Galaxy Cookie Crumble is very good. As is the regular smooth chocolate. I'm probably pretty basic when it comes to like liking chocolate, but basic is usually good. Oh, Cadbury's milk. That's very nice as well, actually. That's a good choice. No, I'm not doing that. That's too sinister. The the smile is throwing me off. It is so funny. It looks so derpy. I might just keep it. I'm just not sure how like I want to do the pupils with it. Okay, that looks like they're looking in the wrong direction. That's better, that's better. Man, there's way too many good snacks, though. I remember the days where I'd just go to the supermarket and I'd get, like, the whole, like, pallet of salt and vinegar Pringles, and then I would and wouldn't regret my life choices after like 5 days when I would have eaten them all. And would be having heartburn constantly. I was I made very bad choices back in the day. Also, I feel like really bad about that now as well, because like, what if other people wanted them? I know it wasn't the only palette, but like, I needed to like learn restraint. Salt and vinegar has left my lips bleeding before, but it tastes good though. I completely agree with that, but the thing is that like I'm just too I was too addicted to stop. And the worst thing is I have a bad habit of picking my lips because they get very dry. So I'd just be eating them straight up with like massively bloodied lips. I think the only thing I've ever eaten which has like straight up caused bleeding without like any like self-inflicted like silliness is toxic waste. I got given an entire barrel of them in they're like kept in like a big like barrel box. I got given a whole one of those in form not knowing what it was and was just oh these are kind of sour. I ate the entire thing in the day and because I was like sucking on them because they were kind of like a similar to like a cough drop, I guess, in style. It ended up making my mouth bleed from like the roof of my mouth for like ages. It was ridiculous. Like I could like taste the blood for like a good like few hours. But they definitely weren't bad. Yeah. I was like sucking it in like the exact same spot, just pressing it to the roof of my mouth. Toxic waste is good, but it burns. Yeah, it burns a ton. It's actually kind of insane that they put like that much like acidic stuff in sweets. Like it's pretty dangerous considering that basically any like kid can get their hands on it. Because I don't believe they're age restricted. And if they were, I doubt it's enforced. They probably should though, because it's quite painful. And for a kid, that would like be horrible. To be fair, it's probably fine given there is a warning on them, but they don't kill you. I mean, that's the whole thing with kids, though, isn't it? It's like, when do kids take warnings seriously? It's like the whole thing with kids is like, if you warn them, they're more likely to do it. So I think it like backfires. When my cousin was like 7 or 8, she got a massive selection of pack of toxic waste. I don't know how her mouth was okay after, or how okay her mouth was after. I mean, it depends. Depends if she like was very gung ho about eating them or not. If you're like having like just like 3 or 4 in one go, like you'll probably be fine. But if you're having like a lot, then no way. Uh, Curve that one round a bit more, and then do that. Uh, They changed brain liquor design. Did you see? Not even a liquor anymore. Is that like those dummy, the dummy liquor thing, or is that like a different one? I'm not like too well versed in like sweets like that anymore. It's the one with the ball inside, and it dispenses sour liquid. Oh, that one! I really wanted to try that, but I never did. It's like probably one of my only regrets. I mean, they're probably still like fairly common though, right? No, it's not a ball, it's just liquid. Okay, that's a lot less interesting. Plus it make the liquid, like, go way faster, which is kind of disappointing. Man, that's so really bad. I was trying to draw one of my OCs, but I guess I'm not now. Like, I like the center fringe, but I have this thing where I basically do this. Like, until you get to the side of the hair. And it just looks boring. So I need to redesign that part at some point once I learn to stop being biased. Yeah, it's depressing. You can't even call it a liquor, really. People are mad about it. Some kid died on the ball by choking on it, even though it's almost impossible to get out. So they had to change it. Uh, I mean, that sucks, but like, it's gonna happen. Like, people will find a way to die on basically anything. I mean, by this point, like, humans have died on like the most ridiculous things ever. It's like it's bound to happen. You can't like change things like for every little thing. Yep. It's exactly that. It's like as soon as it's something that's cancelable, like you can't cancel nature because you live in it. But it's like it clearly isn't that dangerous because it doesn't happen all the time. It's probably some kid as well that like likes to like play with their food or is just like very curious that probably needs a parent to be vigilant of, and the parent just wasn't being vigilant. It's only happened once. That's actually pretty impressive. I mean, they make it hard to get out for a reason. It's like if you can't get out, just stop trying. But yeah, it's kind of ridiculous. I really wish it wouldn't happen, but it does. And I would like it to stop. As a kid, I would try for ages to get it out. It's almost impossible. Yeah. I think the only thing I've tried recently to get it out, even though I knew it wouldn't come out, I mean, I guess, like, it even happens to me as well, is, like, some Hatter, like, Japanese Hatter drink with a glass marble, but obviously I wasn't trying to get it out with my mouth. I was just wondering if you could actually get it out of the bowl, but it's not. It's like a stopper thing. I can't remember what flavor it was, but it was really, really good. I did not choke on it, as I'm still here. I almost choked on a coin once, though. I was, like, sleeping in the caravan, and there was a coin on the shelf above me, which I put there earlier, and it fell off and fell in my mouth. And then I, like, sat up and started choking on it. Luckily, it wasn't very serious, but it still scared me pretty bad, and now I don't put small things anywhere near my mouth. I think the only thing I don't like about this pen is the pen pressure. I need to adjust that once I can figure out, like, the settings a bit more. I choked on a 2p coin as a kid, because I like the metallic taste. It's gross thinking back on it. I mean, this is gonna sound really, really weird, but I do agree that, like, metallic things taste nice, and I think that blood tastes nice as well. It's like, you know when you cut your finger and you, like, lick it just to get the blood off? Like, it does taste like decent, like, metallic things. But it's a very similar taste to coins. I'm probably gonna regret saying that, but yeah. I think it tastes nice at least. Oh, you agree, you do agree. Okay, good. I don't have to feel weird. And yeah, I did lick, I didn't like full on lick coins, but like, I'd occasionally lick them. Vampire confirmed? Probably not. I don't know. I'd probably like try drinking a little bit of blood, but like not on other persons. Apparently, you can get iron poisoning from it though if you drink like a lot of it. I think I designed the fringe a bit better this time for this character. I need to work on these parts though. I'm not entirely happy with them, but I do like them as well. I think I vaguely remember the taste of coins, but I'm not a fan of the taste of blood. I remember it tasting bad when I had a tooth extraction. I mean, to be fair, when it's like a tooth extraction, it's probably mixed with like a ton of saliva because your mouth has been open for ages. And it's probably mixed with like some cleaning agent that's been used on your mouth as well. But I remember mine tasting sweet when I tried it, which might mean I had high blood sugar at the time, which might be really bad, but I don't know. Hello, how are you? I'm new here. Is there any rules I need to follow? I mean, there's no set rules. I don't really know how to do them on YouTube, but I'd probably just say don't, like, be weird or say, like, bad things to other people. Other than that, you're good. And probably, for the time being, because I'm not really comfortable doing them, like, no, requests. But yeah, welcome, and I hope you're doing well. Okay, I can follow those rules. That's good. Uh... Stop being a troublemaker, you. I'm attempting to draw, one of my OCs, Meiteiko. I'm, currently redesigning the fringe, though, and seeing if I can redesign the bottom part of the hair. I usually have quite a lot of bias towards characters I've already drawn quite a lot of times, so I'm trying to get out of that. And since I've studied some new styles recently, I kind of want to see if incorporating those or things I've learned from that can help me get out of that. If that makes sense. Although I'm pressing all the wrong buttons, so I'm slowing myself down. She's cute, you're a great house. Thanks, I appreciate it. But yeah, she is pretty nice. I'm very happy with like how her face is. I definitely want to keep the eyes. I just need to probably settle on a nose design. Although this expression is designed to be derpy. I normally draw her a lot more serious. Because, like us, she lives in a very crappy world. I like how also, like, everyone complains about, like, real life. And, like, when you have authors who also complain about it, they put their characters into even worse places. So I guess everyone just kind of does want the conflict. It's a weird thing. A world made of crap and crap made of world. Essentially, I do actually have a monster, funnily enough, that does use something akin to poo. But it's not poo exactly. It basically extracts carbon from the waste, and then it like you know living beings have carbon in it, right? It basically extracts the carbon and then infuses it with mana and basically uses it to make shields and like morphs it to make like blades and stuff so it can like overwhelm people with like a massive flurry of attacks. But it only uses it in like desperate like situations because it has a limited supply of it. It basically can't use it unless it like manages to kill something. Essentially, but it's like the carbon is like so like tempered. It basically has a similar effect to diamond and stuff once like it's been tempered with mana. It's a weird concept, but it does make sense and it does work. Also the character, they're kind of a weirdo, like hypocrite person. I mean, not like a bad type. It's just they want to do everything by themselves, but they also know they can't, but they don't want to rely on people to help them, sort of. So they'll take on everything by themselves, even though they know it's a dumb thing to do, and they just can't stop themselves from doing it. And it's gotten to like a bad point where it's like putting themselves in danger frequently when it could be avoided. They're a very selfless character, but it definitely causes problems for people around them. And considering they're in the military, it's even worse. Interesting, I've never heard of something like that, and he's sort of like me. Yeah, I have a similar thing with work. I overly push myself if I see people are struggling so I can help them. And I kind of like that. So I self-inserted that slight part of my personality into this character. Thunderstorm risk apparently. What, tonight? That would be good. I like thunderstorms. Hopefully it rains a ton. Also, I don't like this. I'm gonna change how this flows down. It comes in too much, I think, considering that the hair poofs out here. Try doing this. That looks way better. I really like that. And then we might bring this out a little more. Yep. I think just doing that really helped. 21% chance. That's decently high. Let's pray. We really need rain. I think where I am, it's only rained like 3 times, maybe for a total of about 2 hours in the last 6 weeks. So we really need rain. Where I live, there's thunderstorms on Thursday and Friday. I'm so glad for the rain after this year's summer in the UK. Probably the worst summer of my existence. Like, we're gonna have a drought at some point because of this if we don't already have one. Can I ask a question? I just want to know if you're gonna draw anything NSFW or not. Because I want to see that. I'm just curious. What do you mean as in, like, platforms off of YouTube? Because I'm pretty sure, like, anything of that nature would get banned. Uh, the closest thing that I'm gonna ever do to that on YouTube is probably, at least for the time being, is probably practicing how to draw torsos. But that's literally just gonna be learning how to do like all the muscles and that. So it kind of comes with the territory. But I'm not gonna be attempting to draw openly NSFW things on YouTube. And I don't currently have plans to on other platforms either. I don't want to sully the characters from my main story, I guess you could say. Because I don't really do fan art at the moment. And those are the only other characters I could use. But it feels wrong. If that makes sense. Uh, but yeah, it's a good question. Like, a lot of people definitely do uh NSFW art, and it's definitely something that can really help people grow. Yeah, Thursday and Friday are raining most of the day here. Hopefully, hopefully it'll rain. I pray it does. We really need it. Rain is like the best weather as well. Like, it smells so good, like, before and after. It didn't rain for 2 months, and half my lawn almost completely died, but it's been raining for the past few days now. Hopefully, it brings it back. The grass is basically being brown, like, everywhere. Hey, summer in the UK sounds like summer in the US, and okay, cool, I was just wondering. Yeah. It might change in the future, I don't know, but it'll probably not be, like, hardcore if it ever does happen. I sent you a picture of a bird that says dehydration on Instagram. I'm gonna check quick. No. Oh. No. Why did you send me that? That's the. Oh. God. That. Oh, that's so cursed. I. I wish I'd never seen that. No. Oh. He's definitely not hydrated. Like, not even a little bit. Um, how's your guys' day going? It is better now. I was at work earlier and was in quite a lot of leg pain, but I've been sitting down for a while now, so it's kind of dissipating. Uh, I hope everyone else's day's going well as well. Is yours also? Is yours going okay? My day has been good, the bad then good again. Busy or just random badness? I'm sorry to hear your legs hurt, but glad you're better now, and you're not too bad so far. That's good. That's good. Yeah, my legs normally hurt when I go to work. It's just, it is my fault entirely, though. I just don't exercise my legs, but I don't really have time to at the moment, so it's gonna keep happening. So I guess I, probably don't have the right to complain too much. Sorry to hear it's bad, Blue. Oh yeah, that reminds me, is, your, mother doing better now? If you don't mind me asking. I got the cool rock, then came home to tons of problems and burnt my hand, because our oven mitt disappeared. Also, mother is okay now, we aren't sure what it was, so it still could come back. Uh, that's good, hopefully it doesn't. But, I guess you can't be certain. Oven mitt disappeared. Did you, like, attempt to use, like, a kitchen towel, or did you just try and pull it out anyway? She has the correct medication if it does come back, but it takes like 3 days to take effect. Yeah, I mean, at least now you like have some like preparation for it. She shouldn't have to do anything as scary as going back into hospital. Uh, what did you do for work if you don't mind me asking? Nothing interesting, just fast food. I do not recommend it. It's very stressful. Although I think basically all mainstream work is stressful in its own right. So if I'm correcting the facial structure a lot, I kind of want to keep drawing May, so I'm gonna attempt to do a front view. I'm not gonna be consistent though, because I haven't drawn her in like a month. I need to check how to draw my other character, Lanya, as well, because I haven't drawn her in ages. Like, it's been so long that I've actually forgotten, like, how to draw her. All I know is she has, like, a very round head shape. And kinda, like, straight, leveled eyes. I used a kitchen towel, but my grip sucks on those. You need to, like, fold it over multiple times. Like, fold it over and then, like, grip so you only have your fingers on, like, the ridge of the tray, if it was a tray. I would offer you one of my other mints, Glue, but you don't have to cross the ocean to get it. And yeah, I heard fast food is stressful. Yeah. It's like, the day's scheduled out, and if you miss like even one of like your prep jobs, it can like throw things off for everything else. The name is May. Not as in the month, uh as in like MEI, like the Japanese spelling. Her name's Mei Teiko. That's the main character, which is this one. Uh and then my other character is Lanya Momin, who is a fairly prominent character, but they're not super prominent until like later in the story. Uh, if you're talking about Meiteko, she is my favorite character to draw, but she's one of the only characters I have drawn. I think I only have two fully settled on designs that I am slowly updating. Uh, I have one that I'm trying to settle on. I know roughly what I want them to look like, it's just practicing the type of hair for it, which I'm not very good at yet. My furry character is called May. Calling the OC police, almost close enough. Trust me, hopefully their personalities are completely different. That might be enough not to get trademarked by you. Or copyright infringement, I should say. I feel like there's been like loads of cases with that recently, especially in gaming. But yeah, I have a lot of OCs for up. I just don't have designs for them. I have like a whole bunch of like names that might be kind of weird for this world, but I think they don't sound too bad. Lanya Momin is one of those names. I could give suggestions on design details only if you want. I wouldn't want to impose. If I was doing a new character, yeah, but with May and Lanya, I like the designs already. It's just trying to learn how to draw it better the way I want. But if I was doing new characters, I definitely take suggestions. Because I have a lot of characters to design, and it's a lot of work to do by myself. Well, to be fair, mine is a furry, so they would look vastly different. That's true as well. I don't think I have any furry characters in my story, unless you count like kobolds, but that's kind of like a species and not like outwardly furry. I think. What kind of animal is your character blue? A bunny. She has purple hair and white fur. That's good contrasting colors. That is. Purple and white could look really cool if you do it properly. Which sounds cool, blue. And oh, I meant your characters you thought up, but haven't thought of the designs for yet. Yeah, I'd be open to suggestions for those. I do have rough ideas for some of them, but it's just implementing it and actually drawing them. A lot of my characters are men. And because I'm not great at drawing men at the moment, it is a big reason why I have a lot of characters that are undesigned. They're too close together. Yeah, I need to make content around my story at some point. I think the closest thing I'm gonna do to it is the Vintage Story castle tour series I've been planning, which will basically feature tours of like castles and cool buildings within my story. I'm not sure what ones I want to do yet. A lot of them are really big, so they take ages to build, but hopefully it would work decently. I think I'm a man character. You never know, though. I think I know. Can you give me some details on the characters? And I think of stuff you could possibly add again, only if you want me to add to, like, I said I wouldn't want to impose. I mean, characters, I have a few that I want designs for. I can just say the names and, like, basic stuff about their personality and, like, what they do. Hang on. What's going on? Okay, my stream went off for a second on my screen. One of them is called Mara. They're basically a like rogue assassin type. Like rogue assassin scout type. They're kind of like really chill, but like more in the sense that they don't talk, and when they do, they seem like very, very competent. So I kind of wanted them to have like harsher vibes, I guess. Who else? Those pupils are way too big. Yeah, they're a female. The only thing I know for certain is they're like fairly slim built. Oh yeah, 52. I was surprised. I got like 5 subs last stream. I was like, where did this come from? I have another one. Matthias Adrigan. He's like ridiculously strong, but like not not a boaster. He's like the kind of guy who you basically turn to for everything, but they won't always help you. It's like not about like merit or either, but it's about like result. Uh, it's about them wanting to you to resolve things for yourself. But they're very well built. But I want them to be not like overly harsh, but still harsh at the same time. I'm gonna go to sleep now. Big tired today. Good night, Blue Gems. Have a good one. Hopefully I'll see you next time. Uh, the next stream will be Thursday, most likely, at around the same time, 8 p.m. I might be a bit late, depending on whether I can get going or not. Nice. I'll see you there then. Have a good night. Honestly, I should probably go to sleep soon as well. I did say that I was gonna end the stream like 2 or 3 heads ago, and then I didn't, but I've been enjoying it. There's been some pretty interesting conversations in chat. I'm thinking for the assassin character, maybe you could have a face similar to a character called Rika from Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Do I know this character? I know a couple of the Pokemon trainers, but I don't know exactly. Do they have a green hair? A green hair. Yeah, it's like greenish blue. There are... like, I definitely feel like it vibes with some of it, because I did draw them before for an early design, which I like quite a bit. And one of those was, like, the pointy hair, which that character also has, which I quite liked. But the eye shape was more rounded, which I preferred. I just gotta be careful though, because I don't wanna, like, steal too much from other characters. I mean, you do to an extent anyway, but... because, like, you're not really designing anything new and original completely anymore, just because the fact that so much stuff has been done. But I do want to try and be as original as I can be with my character designs. I'm probably gonna suffer a bit for it, but I want to avoid the very common anime tropes. Oh no, yeah, I understand. I can think of other stuff. And for the big guy, that's gonna take some thought. Yeah. I feel like for a lot of the big characters, they're designed very similarly, so I have to be careful with that. A pretty common thing I want to do with my characters though is make it obvious that they're like from the same nationality. And what the main nationality is gonna have a lot of people with darker hair and like purpley pink eyes, which I think is quite a nice color combination. Like it could be pretty striking. Mera is an exception to that though. I pictured her with brown hair and brown eyes. At least when I did the experimental design phase with her. Alright. Man, my what's it called? Posture's so bad when I'm drawing on my tablet. I might actually end here because my back's starting to hurt a bit. I'll save it all first though. Alright, thanks for hanging around and chilling. Yeah, it was good to meet you as well, Mr. Garuguga. I'm hoping I pronounced that right. If I didn't, I apologize. But yeah, thanks for chatting. If you are interested in... Oh, also good night, the Strange Blur Bear. It was nice talking to you as well. Gar. Alright, I'll bear that in mind. If you're around, next stream, I'll put that into practice then. Hopefully I'll see you both on the next stream as well. It was nice talking to you. But I am gonna head off now. It will be Thursday at 8 PM British Standard Time. But yes, goodbye. See ya.